The daughter of a millionaire rejected this man for being poor, and this is what he did. One of the questions I always ask myself is, what are the qualities that I should look for in a partner? When I was younger, I preferred pretty and funny girls, but as the years went by, when I grew older, intelligent, responsible, and understanding women became more attractive to me because I wanted a loving wife my future children could look up to. However, not all people think the way I do. They're still looking for someone who can give them anything they want. Because of this, they tend to look at the contents of a person's bank account before disclosing their character or personality. Such is the case in today's story. Tom was 20 years old when he met Rachel. The young man found his first job as a cleaner in the department where the girl's father set up his business. He fell madly in love with her. One day, he declared his love to her. Of course, though, she replied bitterly. In seconds, the young woman scoffed at him and said, "Your monthly salary is my daily expenses. How can you think that I could be with someone like you? I could never love you, so get away from me and find someone on your level. You better get out of my father's company." The young woman was loud and said it so all the workers could hear she was humiliating him. Tom's heart broke and he ran out of the establishment sad. Since then, they hadn't heard from him again. About 10 years after the event, the two accidentally saw each other in a shopping mall. They were surprised to see each other. The woman recognized him instantly. She said, "How are you? Do you know, I'm married to a very clever man now. He gets $15,000 a month. Have you ever even gotten a tenth of that?" The man held back his tears and said nothing. Suddenly, her husband came back, and before the lady could even tell him a single word, her husband immediately turned to Tom and said, "Sir, good afternoon. I see you've already met my wife. I'm Cart. It's a pleasure to meet you." Tom then nodded his head and replied, "Good afternoon, sir." "Oh yes, Mr. Carter. It's also a pleasure to see you again." Then the husband turned to his wife and said, "Dear, I'd like you to meet my boss. He's the owner of the $100 million project I've been working on." The woman was utterly speechless. Tom then smiled and said, "Well, Mr. Carter, I have to leave. Some important things to attend to. It was nice seeing you today. Have a beautiful day." After he left, the woman asked her husband, "Is he your boss?" "Yeah, he's a very humble person, but his life is pretty sad. They say that he once fell in love with a girl, but she rejected him because he was poor. So he worked very hard, and because he was smart, he succeeded. He's now a tycoon who makes millions of dollars a month. But he's still pretty lonely. Seems the girl left a bad mark in his life. How lucky would that woman have been if she hadn't rejected him, right?" The woman couldn't stop her tears. She felt ashamed. It was a painful lesson she received. We all want to be with a perfect someone who meets all our requirements, but sadly they never exist. There will always be some faults and defects that don't suit us. However, we shouldn't reject this person for that reason. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you won't miss our latest uploads.